Hi, this is Monica.
And Lindy.
From Huckleberry Mountain Botanicals School of Herbalism.
Why did that feel wrong?
We were snacking just a little bit ago.
I'm going to get us set up on the prepared homestead.
It's kind of close to dinner time.
Yeah.
All right. So first I'm going to re-mention that we're going to start that drawing, that monthly drawing.
Yes. So don't forget to say hello if you are here. When you comment, your name gets put into a drawing where at the end of the month,
We draw.
we draw. And you'll get prizes.
If you're the winner.
If you're the winner. We'll send you prizes, which will be some of the preparations that we make here on our lives.
Yeah, 2 to 3 things that either are fully prepared or everything that's ready to go, and you can just throw it in some water or whatever. So if it's a tea blend, you can make it at home. So please say hello, comment, say something, anything. You can say here, present, hi, whatever. Plus, we'd love to hear from people. Okay, so today I'm actually pretty excited about this because I think this is a delicious recipe. And now we're getting to the weather where hot chocolate is becoming necessary.
Yes.
And this is a healthy version of a hot chocolate. So if you're trying to incorporate like dandelion root, which is really great for your liver, into your diet, but you're not real crazy about necessarily the flavor, or you want to, incorporate herbs a little bit more for your kids, this is a great way to do it.
Yeah.
It really is, and it doesn't have that much sweetener in it, and really that's adjustable to your taste, but I would recommend, just putting a little bit of honey and then just being happy with the cinnamon that's in there, because it's Ceylon cinnamon, which has a slight sweet taste as well. And to me, the dandelion root does have slight sweet as well. And then we have roasted cocoa nibs in it. So it's roasted dandelion root, roasted cocoa nibs, and Ceylon cinnamon. And they have to be decocted for 30 minutes. That means put them in water, and the exact measurements will be found on
The free herbal content?
I think the free herbal content.
I think so.
And so you'll be able to go and find the actual recipe. But it's with 20 ounces of water, and you'll let it simmer for 30 minutes. So it does simmer down slightly, and it just pulls out all that goodness into the water. And then you're going to take cream. I'm using regular dairy cream, but you're more than welcome to do coconut, or there's all those alternative type creams out there now. I don't know what almond and
Yeah, well, there's like coconut cream, almond cream, probably things like soy cream. But
I know.
that. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Our first person. If you say something, you'll be put into a drawing. See, that time I wasn't even looking at her, and I could still tell what she wanted.
Yes. So I'm just going to put all this cream in here, and I'm going to slightly warm it up, because what we're going to be doing is adding.
Susan goes into the drawing.
All right, Susan. We're going to be just slowly adding the cocoa powder here. And the reason we're going to do it slowly is because it's really tough to combine. So as it heats and warms, we'll be slowly combining this here. Really, the best way to do it is to slowly combine the cream in with the cocoa powder and create a nice paste, and then just, slowly add more and more, and so you're getting it incorporated fully. I love this recipe because you're also including cinnamon, which is great for evening out blood sugar. It's warming.
The cinnamon?
Yes. Antioxidant, anti-inflammatory.
Many, many good things. Plus, it tastes really good.
Yeah, it just adds a nice flavor, and it's something that I think most people have in their kitchen. Maybe not the Ceylon, which to me is the best one to use. Like getting an organic Ceylon cinnamon, and you can get that at Mountain Rose, or I think you can even get it through Frontier or anything like that as well. So, all right, I'm gonna keep adding, but I'm gonna use my, what is this, a whisk?
Whisk, yes.
Using a whisk. Using a whisk. Putting a little more in here. And just keep whisking and warming.
Little bits at a time.
And you know, Lindy can, while I'm doing this, can get the decoction that I made earlier, and we're gonna go ahead and strain that right here. I'll move it this direction.
Yeah, and this is the cacao nibs, roasted dandelion root, and then cinnamon.
And if you've never roasted dandelion root or even
Cacao nibs.
the nibs, it's really not that hard. Just put it in an oven around 300 degrees and just kind of keep an eye on it and let it turn that dark brown. That's what's gonna give it the taste of almost a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It's that nice dark taste. And so you're adding, it's almost like you're making a mocha here, but it's not so coffee tasting that kids will be like
deterred.
Yeah, grossed out by it or go, ooh, it's so bitter. It just isn't, it isn't like that. This is a great little recipe. And what I'm gonna do.
That just looks beautiful, like the texture of it just looks so nice.
And what I'm gonna do is actually slowly add that decoction, just a little tiny bit to it to thin it out slightly. There you go. And we'll just thin this out until it gets to the point where I can go ahead and fully incorporate it into the decoction. And man.
Little bits at a time though. You don't want it to get chunky.
No, and you don't want it to be so much liquid that you're having a hard time stirring it around. I'm gonna add, let's add a little bit more here. Did you squeeze out the,
I briefly squeezed. I didn't squeeze.
let's squeeze.
Where's our cheese?
I think you just press it in that thing.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that a little bit, but.
You can do it through a cheesecloth, but you don't have to. If you're using,
my hands
what
are
we're using, just kind of press and squeeze. This is home herbalism, people. Let's not get picky.
Get in there.
Susan, have you ever made homemade hot chocolate? I mean, this is not that, it's really not that different because you're making this same hot chocolate base here.
Yeah, and it just looks like so.
It really does, yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple of tablespoons of honey. Now in my recipe, I tell you to bring the temperature down to 110, and you can do that if you want to. But the thing is that if you like actual hot chocolate, then it's gonna be, oh good, yeah. So you'll have an easy time making this because you're basically making hot chocolate, but instead of you know, adding water or milk, you're adding this, this decoction that you made with the dandelion root and the cocoa nibs and the cinnamon. All right, so you wanna heat this up, and it is going to take any of the goodness out of your honey. So you can feel free to use any kind of sugar, raw organic sugar preferably, or honey, whichever you want to do. But you want to have a nice hot chocolate. Nice. And hot chocolate, my goodness, we're getting to the season where it just is.
Well, even today, it's weird. It's just the beginning of September, and it was so gloomy and cold and rainy, and I mean, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago, we had massive smoke from forest fires, so I'll take this any day. But
yes, but it's
still,
changed.
it makes me want to curl up in bed.
Yes, me too.
I watch Christmas movies. I was singing a Christmas song earlier.
I know.
I stopped myself.
Someone had Christmas music on in our house.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on? It's not Christmas. All right. Now, like I said, with the honey, it's totally up to you how sweet you want to make your hot chocolate. Do remember, though, that the more sweetness you add to it, the less health benefits you're going to have from it. So test it out and see what you can get away with, especially with, you know, your children and the rest of your family, because it's not going to be a typical hot chocolate. And like this one is quite bitter. It's I would say this one is going toward about a 75, maybe a 70 to 75 bitter. It's not that hot, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, it's not hot.
No, because I took the decoction off. She's blowing on it. I took the decoction off the stove
like
about 20 minutes ago. I know. So we'll have to rewarm this up once we get off here. But we did make some homemade whipped cream as well. And
we just put like a dollop of honey.
Yeah, don't tell him it has anything healthy. Just do it. And honestly, he probably won't know, especially if you put enough sweetener in it. I don't know how sweet he normally has his hot chocolate. This isn't super sweet. But yeah, our homemade whipped cream, we just whipped the cream and then added about a tablespoon of honey in here and then just mixed it in.
Yeah.
And
it's, yeah. What's great is that with the dandelion root, like that's got that bitterness and that's what bothers people about it. But when it's in this context, it just makes it seem like it's dark chocolate.
Yes.
So
it does. It's like a bitter dark chocolate. I'm going to go ahead and heat it up slightly because we do have a mug here and it would be nice to be able to serve it when we're done. Just put it on here, get it nice and heated through.
Although if you're like me, you'll just take it cold.
That's not hot chocolate. That's chocolate milk.
Oh yeah. Well, I really like
cool.
chocolate milk, so.
I know you do. But we're making hot chocolate. So,
yeah.
So if you end up making this, especially you, Susan, since you're the only one talking, let us know that you made it and how you like it. Because this is, I know this is going to be.
He's a sugar nut. He's like me.
Oh.
Just add honey then, it's fine.
Yeah, just add honey or some raw. You know, and I just bought something, what was that new sweetener called?
Oh,
starts with L.
Yeah.
I think it's in there.
Here.
Same with the herbs. It's a new sweetener. It is not super sweet, but I might try that in here. You could possibly even do things like stevia. It depends. Stevia can kind of.
Lucuma.
What is it?
Lucuma?
Lucuma, yeah. It's a very mild, sweet powder, and so that might be something with the cocoa powder that I could add in here.
Lucuma.
That would
Video not sponsored.
That would add a little bit of sweetness without adding more sugar and going to our bloodstream, that kind of thing. So
I'm ready to just like curl up into a ball and drink this from off the table.
From off the table. Because why not share it with the table occasionally?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's incredible.
Sorry, anyway. Yeah. Cool.
All right.
It's just really cool because those things are just sitting on top.
Yeah, so we're gonna dollop our
whipped cream.
The cream, and you could make this totally attractive. You could put it into a bag
and
you could
pipe it on.
But we're at home, so we're not doing that. No. And it still isn't that hot, so it's just warm.
Yeah.
All right, so that is it for tonight. I don't know that we have anything else to necessarily talk about. We got lots of things going on. Herbal Month is something that you can be looking at. Oh, sorry. Herbal Month is $5 a month, and I just go over basics of different herbs from lore to growing. Wildcraft.
Monk fruit.
Yeah, monk fruit would be great too. Yeah, you could totally do that. And if your husband likes that, then that would be a really great alternative as well. But yes, wildcrafting, so identification, that kind of thing, and then also medicinal uses, and then preparations and recipes that go with each thing. $5 a month just to go in there and get access to all that information, and it's very detailed throughout the month on one herb.
Yeah.
So you can get to know 12 herbs in a year. Well, get to know them well.
And we're also going to be at the Herbal Fair on Sunday.
In Spokane.
Yep. We're going to speak on Sunday at 2 o'clock. So
be there.
Be there.
Be there if you can. We'd love to see you. All right, so that is it. We will see you tomorrow at 6:30. And I swear I had tried to remember what we were going to make.
Wait, I can look.
But I don't know what my problem is.
I can't look, never mind.
I don't know why.
We're going to be making something
we need
herbal that you can consume
Yeah.
Maybe.
Probably.
It's gonna be,
I don't know. I can't find it.
yeah.
Can't find it. I don't know, guys.
You'll just
I have it all
to come
picked.
and see.
This is my problem. I planned it out in advance, so far in advance that I don't remember what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, just
okay, yeah.
sneak those herbs into him.
Exactly. Just keep it healthy and he will never know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Susan, thanks for joining us and thanks for interacting.
And
We
everybody
really
else,
appreciate it.
there's 2 other people I see.
I know there's people coming and going. So, but they're not saying anything. And if you don't say anything, you don't get in the drawing. So get in the drawing. All right. And I guess we will see you tomorrow at 6:30. Until then, health and joy.
Kim, hi.
Hi, Kim.
Bye.
Hi, Kim.
Yeah.